Good afternoon, everybody. Today, we are discussing the concept yoga and holistic healthcare. This concept is from the second unit. So far, we have discussed introduction to ancient science and modern ancient knowledge system and modern science, and we have discussed Shastra and science both are synonymous, and we have discussed the importance of Sanskrit language in relation to the ancient knowledge system. And we also discussed the significant discoveries, scientific, technological discoveries by our ancestors. So now let's discuss the concept of yoga for holistic healthcare. So if you look at the origination of the word yoga, so the word yoga means to join or to merge. So the originally, if you look at the meaning of word yoga means to join or to unite or to merge. So what to be merged? So the concept of yoga is to merge the soul of the practitioner and to the eternal soul. So this is actually meaning of yoga. Yoga means to merge the soul of the practitioner to the eternal soul. That is what is called yoga. Yoga has been practiced for thousands and thousands of years in this country, in India. Yoga was taught to the world, or yoga has been introduced to the world by India, by Indian states. Today, most of the people think that yoga means only just asana. Yoga does not only means asana, but also it means some other tools like conscious breathing, pranayama. It also means meditation, dharana. It also means lifestyle and dietary system called yama and niyama. It also means visualization, means dhyana and etc. So yoga does not mean, or yoga not only means asana. It includes various dimensions like dhyana, dharana, pratyahara, like yama, niyama. So all these included in the process of yoga. So these tools, all these dimensions address the human system. All these dimensions of yoga, all these tools. So these tools are dharana, pranayama, yama, niyama, dhyana. All these are the tools of yoga. All these tools address the human system. For example, they address or they control the body of human beings, the body, breathe, mind, personality, and emotions. So yoga has a lot of impact on various aspects of human life. So one of the most important yoga is what is called Ashtanga yoga. Ashta means 8. So this Ashtanga yoga suggests 8 parts, namely called yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, and lastly samadhi. So, the Ashtanga yoga includes 8 important processes. So those processes are namely yama. The second process niyama. The third process is what is called asana. The fourth process is what is called pranayama. Fifth process is pratyahara. Sixth process is dharana. Seventh process dhyana, and the last process or eighth process is dhyana. So this is what is called Ashtanga yoga. Ashtanga yoga is the most popular yoga in yogic sciences. Ashtanga yoga provides complete rituals and practices for attaining complete physical, mental, and spiritual health. And yoga constitutes a real personality. A real personality constitutes 4 dimensions. So it includes 4 dimensions. What's a real personality? So the real personality means physical personality, so mental, the physical dimension, mental dimension, intellectual dimension, and philosophical dimension, finally spiritual dimension. So all these dimensions constitute a real personality. So in order to achieve the real personality, we must be strong physically, and we should achieve mental fitness. The third, intellectual fitness, what is right and what is wrong. The fourth, philosophical dimension also is very much important. And fifth dimension, spiritual dimension, that is the ultimate dimension. So all these dimensions are important. All these dimensions constitute a real personality. So uh, because of industrialization and globalization, the world has gone through several processes. I think we know: liberalization, privatization, industrialization, and finally globalization. Now we are living in a highly complex technical world where human beings can move freely from one country to another country easily. So now the globalization, the concept of globalization means the whole world is a global village where people can move from one place to another place very easily. So industrialization, in 1837, the first industrialization took place in Britain. And because of urbanization and globalization and civilization, and there are many effects on human physical, mental, philosophical, spiritual, and emotional elements. Our ancestors lived for 100 years, but right now the human life, the lifespan of the present generation is 60 to 70 because of all these processes. We are living in an urbanized world. We are living in a globalized world. We are living in a modernized world. So all these processes affect on human mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional elements. And urbanization created hatred. It created violence. It created physical, mental violence. It created crimes, and it created social disharmony. Industrialization, urbanization. So many writers they were against. They were against the concept of industrialization. Because of industrialization, now we are living in a very highly complex technical world. So after Second World War, all the countries in the world have been running after improvement of technology, and this technology is nothing but to destroy another country. So in order to create peace, in order to create harmony among all the countries, the UNO was established, but still the countries have been running after to develop the most updated technologies, because of which there are various effects on human life. Human beings are disturbed. They're so much disturbed with all the present systems. So because of this, human beings are unable to live their complete life. So that's the reason why the concept of yoga again has to be brought back. And the country, the governments in India, the present government in India, governments in India are trying to bring back the concept of yoga. Still, many countries in the world, they follow the system of yoga. They understood the importance of yoga. They understood the importance of asana. Because if we are not physically fit, mentally we cannot be fit. So physical or mental, intellectual, all these dimensions are interconnected. So physical dimension has to be given much importance. Later on, mental dimension and philosophical dimension and intellectual dimension, and finally the last spiritual dimension. So all these are very important in yoga. So there are 8 pods. There are 8 pods in Ashtanga yoga. So all those 8 pods are, the first pod is what is called yama and niyama. So yama and niyama, it talks about attaining the perfect personal hygiene, or it talks about social health, it talks about social harmony, and it talks about non-social, antisocial behaviors. Yama and niyama. Asana and pranayama. Asana and pranayama, they talk about proper physical strength and proper physical well-being. And pratyahara, uh, it's a bridge between extrinsic and intrinsic yoga. And finally, dharana and samadhi, attainment of full spiritual and mental well-being. So this is what is, these are the all 8 parts deal with various aspects.